過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leo Mookie here, and I'm back with another new chapter of The Nightly Prince of Kuoh. And in the last chapter, well, Noctis finally told the Occult Research Club alongside the Student Council about him, well, being aware of the supernatural, actually. Not only that, right after saving that of, well, Issei, he also told him that he has some affiliation with Gogori, but not officially, though. Not only that, Azazel, alongside two of his trusted, well, comrades, taking care of the stray exorcist and the, well, rogue fallen. And as a way of not wanting to cause any trouble, offering a girl who was planning on joining Gogori, being Asia Argenta, to the two, well, governors of Kuoh, with soon both Rias and Sona also offering, well, a spot for both Issei and Noctis as well. However, Noctis turns down, while Issei joins Rias's for his dream of becoming a Harem King. As for Noct, he's surprised to come back home that Mittelt is actually there, which is now the two are going to be living together. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 5, A New Life Worth Protecting, with Noctis and Mittelt in that of the dining room, with the two looking at each other as Mittelt is feeling quite nervous and Noct is somewhat a little bit annoyed, but accepting as well. With then soon Noctis saying, "Okay, well, let me get this through at least a little bit over again." With soon Mittelt sighing, saying, "All right, fine, go on." With then Noctis listing down everything that Mittelt has told him. "Okay, you're basically the daughter of Azazel. Well, one of his many children that he's had over the centuries, right?" Saying, "Yep. Your first job was to basically look after me from time to time while you're basically doing your recon here at Kuoh when Azazel wanted Issei, right? That was the idea, but for some reason we were also given a kill order as well. And knowing my perverted father, he's not the kind of person to waste a sacred gear user. He's always willing to at least try to recruit them the first time. But if it doesn't work, then we leave them be. If they cause any trouble that could cause the balance of the supernatural, then we kill them." To him, it's called the 3-strike system, with then Noctis saying, "Yeah, I get that. The first strike is they don't join. The second strike if they cause any problems for, well, the supernatural. And the third strike is basically them being your order to kill him, or them by any chance." Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. With Mittelt nodding, but then she's saying, but that pervert senpai of yours didn't even get either the first strike at all, because he was just already Rainer planned on killing him from the very beginning. Even I looked over the documents and thought that it was pretty stupid and ridiculous that my father would want to kill somebody outright. With then soon Noctis can help but ask, what about his sacred gear? What even is it? With Mittelt saying, "That's the thing, we don't know." With Noctis saying, "So you're basically stalking and scouting out for a boy whose gear you didn't even know about?" how the hell do you think? We don't know. Sometimes it's a mystery. We figure out their sacred gear once they join us. And if they don't, then they don't. And if they don't awaken it, they don't awaken it. It's simple as that. With then Noct saying, okay, I get that. So, my last question. Why the hell is he sending his own daughter to look after his new adopted son by any chance? With then Mittelt basically blushing even more. With Mittelt about to explain, but saying, oh, he already told me on the phone on why you're here. I just want to know why he chose you of all people. He could have chose somebody else to do this. With then Mittelt saying, that's what I want to know too. But since I'm nothing but a fallen angel grunt, and I have to listen to the higher-ups no matter what, then I'm stuck like this. I'm stuck looking after you for this foreseeable future, and the only way I'm able to go back to Gogori HQ back in the underworld, if you say you don't need me anymore. With then Noctis hearing this, with saying, okay, I get it. I absolutely get it. Saying, you do? Saying, yeah. I really don't need a babysitter or caretaker. But if you want to be my roommate and live here, like I said before, then I don't really mind. Not at all. With hearing this, Mittelt saying, okay, that makes things a little bit easier. With soon Noct saying, but we do need to set a little bit of ground rules, so it make it easier on both of us. With soon saying, okay, lay it on me, but I hope you're not a pervert peeping on. With soon Noctis brings out one of his broadswords, saying, you want to continue saying that? Because accusations like that really can piss off a guy. With soon Mittelt begins sweating bullets, saying, I'll shut up. You were saying. With then Noct basically putting his sword away. But soon he's saying, for one, first rule, there are multiple bathrooms here, actually at least 3 bathrooms in this place. If you you want, you can use one. So it'll be easier on both of us, so we don't walk in on the same thing. With then Mittelt couldn't help but say, okay, that makes things easier. 2, we both share in cleaning duties. I'm not going to do everything by myself after all. If you're going. With then Mittelt saying, I don't. With soon Noctis looks at her with that of a dead look. With soon saying, okay, fine, I'll help. With then Noctis saying, and 3, I plan on doing some tasks for the devil princesses to allow me to stay here with no problems whatsoever. So that means I might take on that of stray devils, possibly more rogue fallen, and even stray exorcist. If I have any trouble, or if I feel like I need any help, you care to come along with me? And if you feel like you don't need to, or you don't want to feel indebted to the Grimmery and Citri heirs of this town, then why not, come along with me so you can get stronger. And if you don't feel like going on hunting, then I'll help you out get stronger in a more practical way. We can spar, since this place does have that of a training hall. With then hearing all of this, with soon Mittelt couldn't up and say, all right, I can accept all of those. The last one, I want to be one to choose. You tell me the job, and I'll help. However, if it does involve fallen angels, I refuse. Saying, all right, that's good to hear. With then Noctis gets out of his seat, walks over to Mittelt, as he soon offers a hand to her, saying, hope we can get along as roommates and possibly friends. Mittelt. With soon Mittelt basically, blushing, saying, yeah, whatever. as they both shake hands, within Mittelt internally thinking, he's a lot more kinder than I expected. I mean, at first, he does act a bit of a smartass from time to time, I can tell. But other than that, it's mostly out of good fun. And it's mostly if he gets too annoyed. Hopefully, maybe I can get to know him a lot more. And why my old bastard of an old man has an interest in this guy. With soon, they break off from the handshake saying, all right, did you already choose a room? Saying, yeah, I did. I think it's right next to your main room. So I guess we're roommate neighbors. With saying, oh, cool. Well, and it's not like honestly, you don't really need to. Personally, if you feel like it, you can actually use my bed instead. With soon hearing this, Mittelt saying, what? Why? Saying, I don't really use my bed or my bedroom. I only use my bedroom for putting in my clothes and other things, such as, hanging out in there or just needing to relax. I mostly sleep outside on the balcony in my tent. With soon Mittelt saying, why do you... It's complicated. I'll explain. It's just say I'm really used to it. That's all. Just sleeping under the stars. I'll explain another time. So until then, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. I'm gonna get a shower first, though. With then hearing this, Mittelt come up and say, oh, okay. Well, good night, Noctis Coon. With saying, good night, Mittelt. With that, the two separate from each other. With Mittelt heading to her room. The next morning, Noctis is rushing out of his tent and getting ready to go to school. As, once again, he almost close to oversleeping. However, normally he wouldn't care. However, the real reason on why he's doing this is because he needs to go to the train station so he can meet with Asia, so he can get her to Kuoh, so then she can decide to join either Rias or Sona's peerage. Because if they don't, who knows what could happen. With that, soon Mittelt begins seeing Noctis basically frantically getting his stuff together, as she's actually in the kitchen right now making her own breakfast, mostly because it's pretty a simple breakfast, basically just rice, toast, and eggs, as she's not really keen on cooking actually. With then Mittelt saying, hey, Noctis Coon, why are you in such a hurry? I mean, sure, you overslept a little bit, but you shouldn't be. I gotta get to the train station. Asia, I gotta go meet with that Argenta girl. With then she basically eyes wide open saying, wait, Asia Argento? That excommunicated nun? With soon Noctis saying, yeah, same girl. You know about her? Well, yeah. We actually had plans for her, actually. With then Noctis saying, what kind of plans? With soon Mittelt basically getting a little bit nervous, saying the kind of plans that you would have for a person that you planned on, using once and then throwing her out on the streets, possibly dead. With soon Noctis's eyes widening, saying, tell me, was this your plan, or Rainer's, or the other two fallen angels by any chance? With not just having that of a cold expression, with his eyes glowing that of blue. With soon Mittelt basically raising her hands up, saying, "It was Rainer! It was Rainer! It was her whole entire plan. She wanted to take the girl's sacred gear for herself, called Twilight Healing, to make it so she could basically have Azazel's attention." With then soon Noctis saying, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Even while talking with her a little bit, she was quite fanatical about, false orders that she got from him were basically true. With then soon Mittelt couldn't help but say, exactly. Honestly, like I said, I was following that order, but I was mostly following the old man's real order to look after you. And realizing that he didn't know anything about the whole kill order on that pervert basically made it realize that that extracting sacred gear mission was also fabricated as well. So yeah, with then Noctis saying Mittelt, with soon she looking at the knight raven-haired boy, with saying, you know, you may act like a bitch, but you're actually a really nice person and caring. I can tell. With soon she begins blushing, saying, who just goes off on complimenting them by calling them a bitch first? What the hell is wrong with you? With then Noctis couldn't help but laugh, saying, I'm sorry, I'm just too honest when it comes to people that I care about. So, and that I get to know, and that I see as my friends, that's all. With soon she hearing that Noctis cares about her, as she begins to blush while coughing on her rice that she put in her mouth. With soon she getting some water and drinking it, saying, don't say stupid crap like that out of the blue, idiot. Don't you need to get going? Saying, oh, right. I'll catch you later. See you tonight. With then Noctis leaves and then heads to the elevator. With soon Mittelt couldn't help but say, he cares about me. He really does. As she couldn't help but smile at Noctis's words. With her heart begins to race, but in a good way. A couple minutes later, Noctis soon arrives at the train station as he's soon huffing and trying to catch his breath, saying, honestly, what the hell did I ran down here? I could have just warp striked here. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot. As Noctis continues trying to catch his breath, within getting off his knees, soon he looks up, saying, huh? As he sees a familiar brunette as being Issei, saying, Issei senpai, hey! Then he looks at his second year senpai, saying, hey, Noctis-kun, what are you doing here? Saying, huh? Oh, right. I'm guessing you remember about last night? Saying, oh yeah, about the fact that I was almost killed by a fallen angel who was pretending to wanting to go on a date with me. You saving my life. You actually being with the same organization that that fallen angel girl, Yuma Rainer, actually. Saying, yeah. Was also a part of, but you're not really with them. And me joining Madam President's peerage. With soon, Noctis has an eyebrow raise, saying, Madam President? Saying, oh, right. When you left and I joined Ria Senpai's peerage, I'm now an official member of the Occult Research Club. That also means that it also means I have to call her by, President or Butchow. So I call her Madam President instead. With soon, Noctis couldn't help but say, she's really playing the whole club president thing pretty thick, when in fact you're basically her servant now. Saying, yeah, I'm aware, but it's pretty cool. And besides, did you not see the girl's breast in that club? Especially Akino Senpai's, with this saying, yeah, I'm aware about Miss Fake Smile after all. With saying, hey, dude, what was all that about as well? Why were you so antagonistic to that of Akino Senpai too? I mean, I can understand the pretty boy Kiba. I mean, everyone hates that Prince Charming bastard, especially if you're a guy. But Akino Senpai is one of the hottest, coolest, and most mature, Noctis saying she has that smile she always puts on is fake as hell. It's completely hiding something behind her. With soon Issei hearing this, saying, I spent my whole life seeing people with fake smiles. Some trying to tell me that it's okay. Some people trying to be nice to me, but in fact they don't give a shit about me. Or some who basically hide behind fake smiles to let my guard down until the point that they basically betray or try to kill me. I've dealt with so many fake smiles in so many other ways. It seriously becomes that of a pet peeve for me. And I just can't take it anymore. Even if it's a fake smile that somebody's trying to hide from somebody else. Basically she's hiding from herself. With then Issei couldn't help but sigh, saying, damn, what did you go through, man? Saying, it's complicated. As Noctis remembers everything from Eos, with even remembering his 3 brothers, his best friends, his royal guards. With then soon a girl basically trips as soon something on her head begins to fly off, as it being a white veil. Within, Noctis was able to jump up into the air and grab it. With soon Issei going over to the girl, wondering if she's okay. However, he soon got a full view of her white panties. With soon Issei having that of a lecturous, perverted smile on his face, saying, I'm so glad I came out here to relax a little bit before going to school. With then soon Issei was slapped upside the head by Noctis, saying, now's not the time, senpai, and you know that. Saying, oh, right, sorry. With soon looking at the girl, saying, are you okay? Here. As then offering her veil, saying, oh, thank you. With soon Noctis realized, she's speaking Italian. Wait, isn't that language Italian? Wait, how am I able to understand her when she's speaking Italian? With soon he's saying, hey, you alright? With soon she soon saying, yes, I'm fine. With then saying, oh, thank you so much, you two, for helping me out. Saying, with then Noctis snaps out of it, saying, it's no problem, right, senpai? With then Issei snapping out of his perversion, or his confusion, actually, with saying, oh, it's nothing. Definitely, just doing a good thing, that's all. With then Asia saying, I see. Then it proves that good people like you still do exist, and I'm glad. Truly, this must be the work of God for us to be meeting like this. With soon Issei begins to wince at the word God, as soon Asuka saying, are you okay? Saying, yeah, totally. With soon Noctis begins to realize, I see. This must be one of the issues of being a devil. Can't even say the word of a god. Well, possibly there are probably loopholes to get behind saying God. Most likely, possibly that of gods or celestial, possibly, or even astral. Such back in my world, that could actually help out in a way. With soon, Asya saying, could you two of you tell me on where's the church here in town actually? With soon, Noctis' eyes widening, saying, why do you want to know where the church is? Saying, I'm supposed to be sent there to actually fix it up, actually. I'm going to be in charge of it. With soon, Noctis' eyes widening. With then, he remembers this conversation with Mittelt this morning. With then saying, by any chance, are you Asia Argenta? By guess? So she's saying, oh, yes, I am, actually. Are you also a member of the church, by any chance? Or the person I'm supposed to be meeting with? With then, soon, Issei saying, huh? oh, isn't that the girl that we're supposed to, well, send to that of the Madam President, actually, and bring her to the school? Saying, exactly. She's definitely her. With soon, Asia basically, well, tilts her head to the side, saying, I'm I'm absolutely confused. Am I supposed to meet with the two of you? With soon, Issei saying, well, it's about within, not just cutting off Issei, saying, I can explain that. Would you follow us? We can walk and talk in the same way. With that, Asia couldn't help but smile, saying, of course, I trust the two of you. You two do seem quite, well, nice, and you did help me out. And you do seem to know me, to be fair. So possibly, with then Noctis internally thinking, wow, this girl is way too innocent and kind-hearted for her own good. How the hell did somebody like her become an excommunicated nun? As this thought keeps swirling around in, well, Noctis' thoughts, he soon, well, just shoves it off at least a little bit, hoping he can get more information about her, as they soon walk to Kuoh Academy, with Noctis begins explaining the situation about what happened and about the fallen and what plans the fallen angels had for her here at Kuoh. With hearing this, soon Asia was completely and utterly, well, shocked and surprised. Issei also hearing this too, and was absolutely pissed about the plans that Rainer had for her with the other fallen angels too. However, it's just glad that thanks to Noctis and the, well, fallen angels higher ups finally being able to stop their plan before an innocent girl like Asia was in a lot of pain and suffering. With then, not Asia couldn't help but think thank Noctis after all for what he's done to help to make sure that something like this didn't happen. With Noctis is just saying it's all good. He's just glad that she's safe. As they soon arrive at Kuoh Academy. With then soon as Noctis and Issei enter the school, along with Asia, it soon trips the barrier, given her holy energy after all. With then both Sona and Rias began to notice this. With soon Noctis saying, hey Issei, you think you could take her to that of the occult research club room? Saying, huh? Oh, yeah, totally. And you can explain the situation to her and tell her about her being Asia Argento. Saying, oh, right. Smart idea. Thanks for telling me, Noctis. Saying, anytime, senpai. As for me, I'm going to class. And Asia will explain everything about why we brought you here as well. With soon, Asia can help and say, thank you so much. With she bowing her head. With soon, both Noctis begins to leave, heading to class, while Issei takes her to the occult research club room. With Asia and Issei as they are heading to the old schoolhouse. With Issei saying, so what's it like being part of the church by any chance? I mean, there has to be a reason. I was never fully religious, so then Asia saying, oh, actually, I was raised by the church, actually. With Issei saying, oh, really? With then Asia can help but nod. With her basically explaining her backstory, that she was abandoned at a church orphanage and has been raised to believe in the words of God, as she was about to not tell Issei about her sacred gear, Twilight Healing, but realized that it's okay to talk to him about this. That even though he may be a devil, it shows that Noctis may not be a devil, but it shows that Issei is actually a kind-hearted person, even as a devil. But then she begins explaining that she healed an injured puppy. With soon a couple of priests saw this, and then they began to see her as that of a holy maiden with the power to heal. However, as everyone all across that of the Vatican and the church always saw her as the holy maiden who protects everybody with her healing. However, with then also explaining that one day that an injured person came to the church, she saw them and began to heal them. With soon as he heals them, a priest saw this and realized that the person that she healed was a devil. With that, soon she was excommunicated from the church and called a witch. As to them, they believe the power to heal isn't the power of God, but the power of a witch. Hearing this, Issei couldn't help but get undeniably pissed and angry that the bastards of the church just abandoned her and just used her. But once she actually healed a devil like him and the rest of the other devils at Kuoh, they just abandoned her for being kind, for just doing what what she was known to do, help people. With hearing this, Issei couldn't help but get angry, saying, "Bullshit! That's absolute bullshit!" With Asia getting freaked out, saying, "Even after everything that you've done for them, after all the kindness that you've shown to them, and you basically they kicked you out just for that, just for doing the very thing that you were known to do, heal and protect those who need it. It's absolute bullshit. You truly didn't deserve that, Asia-chan." With then, Asuka kept saying, "Issei-kun," with saying, "It's okay. It's already happened after all. After I was excommunicated, a person that was still kind to me actually gave me contacts to that. He had contacts to Gogori, and I was on my way here to meet with one of their informants, actually. But hearing on what really was planned for me, I feel like I have nowhere else to go now." With then Issei saying, "Then you could stay here with us, here with me, and even with Noctis-kun. Sure, he does seem a little bit, distant and a bit of an asshole, but he's actually quite nice. And if you would like, I could probably talk to my parents, ask them to stay with me. And besides, and not only that, you can actually have a normal life. You could choose to be here, make many friends." With hearing all of this, Asia saying, "Friends? What are we, Issei-kun?" With Sued, he's saying, "Friends, actually. Definitely 100% friends. I could be your first friend if you would like." With hearing that, Asia couldn't help but feel tearing up, saying, "Thank you," as she soon rushed towards Issei and hugging him, as he begins to feel like his body's on fire because he's in contact with Asia's cross on her. With then Issei getting intense pain, saying, "Ow, ow, 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 ow." With soon Asia saying, "I'm so sorry, are you?" With then she looks at her cross, saying, "Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to. I totally forgot," saying, It's fine. I honestly didn't even know about that would happen. To be honest, I just got reincarnated into a devil just last night, so I'm completely not used to this just yet. Hell, I've been feeling completely and utterly drained since I woke up this morning." Within, Rias could help but say, "It's because you're a reincarnated devil. And we were hoping that it would take time for you to fully get used to it, hopefully after today, but it seems we have something interesting happen to you, Issei-kun." With hearing that, mature and noble voice, as it being from Rias, and Akino is right beside her. With soon Sona saying, this must be her, the girl that Governor General Azazel told us about, with soon Sona and her queen, Tsubaki, soon shows up as well, saying, Madam President, Student Council President, what are you... We felt an intruder, especially a person with that of holy presence. Now we see it's because of the cross on her. Not only that, she also has a sacred gear as well. With then Akino saying, "Oh my, it looks like this must be the girl that, well, Governor General Azazel told us that they would give us." With Sue saying, "Yeah, that's the thing. Noctis and I basically brought her here. We were hoping that maybe you could talk to her afterwards, but please, you're basically freaking her out right now, guys." With soon Sona saying, Noctis Kun, what was he thinking? With then Tsubaki whispers to her king, saying, I think he was thinking quite logically, President. Personally, originally it does seem like he was just not thinking, but it seems like he knows that there's nowhere else that this girl could go. Possibly, it would have been best to bring her here to the school and make it easier on her to choose on which period she wishes to join. He actually made a smart plan, but soon, listening to the words of her queen, Sona couldn't help but sigh, saying, right, absolutely right. I shouldn't judge Noctis Kun's actions so soon and so quickly just yet. With then, Sona looks at Issei, saying, Mr. Hayato, saying, yes ma'am, saying, what did you plan on taking, Miss Argento, by any chance? Was saying, I was taking Asia-chan to the Occult Research Club room, actually. With soon, Ria saying, you what? It was Noctis' idea. I mean, where else are we supposed to take her here at the school? With then, Akino could say, hate to admit it, but he's right. There is nowhere else in the school you could actually put a girl wearing all holy attire here. With then, Rias couldn't help but sigh, saying, okay, fine. I guess we have to put her into the Occult Research Club room. But once lunch starts, I need to talk to Azazel-kun. With then Sona counteracting, Rias saying he prefers Calum. Azazel's not really his real last name. With soon Rias looking at Sona, saying, are you serious right now? With then Sona adjusting her glasses, saying, well, now with this issue out of the way, we should probably head back to class. Same thing goes for you, Mr. Hayato. Make sure that you're not late for class right now. Saying, yes ma'am, promise ma'am. As he suits, saying, let's go, Asia. With then Asia saying, okay. With then the two leaving. As soon time now pass with rumors of a girl wearing that of white robes and looking like that of a nun basically shows up at school with two of the perverted trio also wanting to know who this girl is and hoping to find her. However, no such luck. As for Noctis, he's soon in the Occult Research Club room alongside Rias' peerage and also Sona's peerage as well, with Asia eating some cookies and drinking some tea, as she didn't have much to eat actually. However, Noctis actually offers his bento actually that he bought. Unfortunately, it's a convenience store bento, so it wouldn't taste that good as he didn't have time to make his own breakfast this morning. With soon Ria saying, so that's why you're here. With soon Asia Argento come up and say, yes, ma'am. I thought that maybe I would have another chance to praise God, but it seems that's not going to happen. But Issei saying, but Charles, there's some way we can, change this? I mean, it doesn't feel right. Asya-chan didn't deserve what happened to her. Then Ria saying, that's true. I do agree with you, Issei, but even so, this is how the world works. Hearing that, Noctis couldn't help but say, how the world works? That's basically bullshit. With then everybody looking at the raven-haired boy, with Rias come up and say, how do you say that? With soon, Noctis pulls something out of his school bag as it being a book, and saying, this is the book of the supernatural that Azazel gave me to prepare me for everything to happen, actually. Because when I was dragged into the supernatural, I was completely, utterly caught off guard. And I had no idea what to do, as he's basically fabricating a lie and story. With then soon saying that if I recall anything, if a devil is in that of angel/church territory, they're basically forced to be killed on sight. And not only that, being so close could also start a war as well. That would mean that, the devil that was there had all right to be killed. And to be honest, and not only that, it could also start a war between both angel and devils. So, care to explain about that? If that's how the world works, that's basically on how the world is going to be thrown into disarray and war once again between you guys. With soon hearing that, Sona saying, completely and utterly right. He's not wrong, Rias. That was completely and utterly fishy on why a devil was in that of ancient church territory. So it's kind of fishy. Within Rias saying, maybe you're right. But do you know what this devil looked like, Asya-chan, by any chance? With soon Asya couldn't say, I believe he was a pale demon. He had white robes that looked quite noble, actually. He also had that of short, lank green hair. But when he looked at me, he had a smile on him, like he was happy, but it seemed unsettling, actually. But even so, I didn't think about it that much because he was hurt. And I just needed to heal him. That's what all that mattered at first. But does that mean anything? With soon, Rias and Sona look at each other as soon Noctis noticing, you guys know this devil by any chance? With soon Sona saying, it's familiar features, but they're not, but we don't know if they're completely, we're not completely sure if they're this person that we know. It could be a coincidence. There are plenty of devils that do look like each other. Close, but not entirely close. There are branch families and main families of devil houses, so we're not completely sure. With then Kiba couldn't help but finally commenting saying, could be a stray devil. Within Tsubaki saying, unlikely. If it was a stray devil, then it would have killed Miss Argento on the spot as soon as it arrived in the church. Not only that, stray devils are a lot more weaker to holy energy, given that they're a lot more, hard to control themselves mentally and physically as well. They're more on instinct and wild animals, after all. With then not saying, then that proves it. It's most likely a devil who had some interest in the church in the area. What happened after you healed him, Asya? With then Asya saying he teleported actually. As soon as I healed him and he thanked me, he soon just disappeared. And after that, a priest told everybody what happened, and soon after, I was excommunicated and forced to leave. With then, soon, Dr. Singh, it just feels too convenient. That this just feels elaborated. With then, Rhea Singh, even so, we wish to ask you a question, Asia. With soon, Asia's ears perk up. With soon, Noctis saying, seriously, right now, right after we're trying to figure this out? With then, Rhea saying, it can't be helped. She's an excommunicated nun on devil territory. She was originally supposed to join the Gogori, but now finding out that she was actually almost about to be killed by the very people she was about to be joined. There's only one way for somebody like her to be safe outside being as a target for the church, is to join a peerage. With soon, not to saying, I mean, I'm safe, and I don't really need to join either of your peerages. With hearing this, there were a few chuckles from that of Issei and also Tsubasa as well, with even Tomoe as well too. With then Sono glaring at her peerage members, and Rhea's looking at Issei saying, sorry ma'am. With soon saying, you're a special occasion, and I don't want to cause any troubles for the Governor General of Gogori, after all, especially you being his son, adopted son, actually. With then soon Asia saying, what is it that you want from me, Miss Reyes? With soon Reyes and Sona as Asia if she wants to join either one of their peerages, as Issei is part of, well, Asia's peerage. However, Noctis is not part of, well, Sona's peerage at all. He's just somebody who lives here in Kuoh. With hearing all this, Asia couldn't help but think, if it's possible, can I join Miss Reyes' peerage? With hearing this, so Reyes can help but smile, but say, can I ask why? Issei-kun is part of your peerage, and he's my first and he said he would be my first friend, so I don't want to stay away from my first friend. He even also offered me a place to stay here. With hearing that, Reyes couldn't help but say, is that so? Saying, it was just on the spot. I really wanted to help her, and when I heard her pass, I just didn't want to. Then Noctis saying, smooth moves, senpai. Smooth. I think you're actually starting to change a little bit. With saying, hey, wait, is that a compliment or an insult? Saying, you choose. With then Rhea saying, I see. Well then, welcome to the Grammary House, Asia Argento. With soon, she pulls out that of a bishop piece. With then saying, so, will you now live for me? Live for the House of Grammary from now on, Asia Argento. With then Asia saying, I do. Hearing that, Rhea soon places the bishop piece in Asia's chest. With that, she soon transforms into a devil as her devil wings soon sprout out of her back. With then soon she's saying, huh. With then realizing that the cross on her neck is starting to burn her. But then Noctis grabs the cross, saying, oh, well, that was close. You okay, Asia? With saying, yes, I'm fine. I just totally forgot about that. With then Rhea saying, you can no longer wear holy artifacts, no longer, Asia. That means you cannot, well, you could still wear your nun robes as long as they don't have any type of holy artifacts on them. With then hearing this, us saying, okay, thank you. with then saying, we also need to find you a place to stay. With then Noctis saying, what about my place? I mean, I have plenty of room actually. I mean, I just got a roommate, but still. With soon Sona saying, have you been living on your own all this time? Saying, yeah. Why? Saying, no reason. Just asking, that's all. With Noctis raising an eyebrow hearing this. With soon Issei saying, I mean, that's a good idea. With soon Ria saying, nope, out of the question. You did offer her a place to stay at yours, didn't you, Issei? Saying, yeah, I did. Saying, then there's no turning back. You must choose. Saying, okay, well, hope mom and dad aren't pissed. With soon Ria saying, don't worry, I can vouch for you for this. With saying, thank you, Madam President. With then Noctis can up and say, well, now with that out of the way, lunch is almost done, so I'm gonna head back to class right now. Catch you guys later. With soon Noctis is leaving. With soon Sona can up and say, I was actually hoping that he would actually be considered to join our peerages after last night, especially after Miss Argento. With soon Ria can up and say, I think that's too much wishful thinking, Lady President. Especially with then Tsubaki saying, I believe so as well. Especially since, well, it seems like he was only doing this as that of a favor for Azazel and to basically complete the deal between us and his adopted father. With that, Akeno couldn't up and say, are you sure that he's not a fallen angel? I mean, I feel nothing from him, but he could just be suppressing it. With then Ria saying, even low-ranking fallen angels have a hard time suppressing who they are. It takes so much control to suppress your presence as a fallen angel. I believe somebody that young like him wouldn't be able to do that. So he's absolutely a human, 100%. With hearing this, Akeno saying, if you say so, Rias. With then Issei saying, hey, Akeno-senpai, I know that Noctis can be a jerk and an asshole, but you don't need to be suspicious. I mean, he did save my life after all. You gotta trust him, trust me. With then Akeno saying, no disrespect, Issei, but I will never, ever trust anybody from the fallen angels. That's just how it is for me. So, if you could, you should probably head back to class, all of us. Isn't that right? With hearing this, everybody couldn't help but sigh or get confused at Akeno's almost close to outburst. With her smile, or her always smiling face, almost faltering. With then, Rias looked at her childhood friend, within thinking, Akeno? With Akeno notices Rias' look, saying, I'm okay, Rias. Don't need to worry. I mean, just being around him just takes me off. That's all. With soon, Sona saying, and if that's the case, then I guess I'm the one that should ask him for a request then. With soon, Rias saying, Sona? With then saying, he did say he didn't want to just stay here for free and to make it feel like he's betraying us or anything like that. Then you get a request from the Granary Duke to take care of a stray devil here in Kuoh. I was also given a request as well from my father as well about another stray devil here in town. I was planning on taking care of it. However, me and my peerage still have that of, well, contracts to do, and I still need to recruit my last member for my peerage. With hearing this, Rhea saying, so, you want us to take care of this stray devil? Saying, yes. and I can ask him to take care of the stray devil for me. I can also gauge his power and see what he's truly capable of. After last night, I want to see what kind of magic power he truly does have. With hearing this, Rias can open his eyes saying, okay, do what you wish, Sona, saying thank you. With that, Sona soon leaves the Occult Research Club room alongside the rest of the student council as well. A couple hours have now passed and school is now over. With then, Noctis couldn't help but say, finally. Now I can actually go back home and get some extra sleep in. I could also use this time to train. With then, Konako leaves the club room as well, looks back at Noctis. However, Noctis doesn't notice this. With soon, she just heads to the Occult Research Club room as always. As Noctis is about to leave, he soon stopped by a certain twin-tailed brunette with that of striped, long green socks. With saying, Noctis-kun, are you about to leave? Saying, huh? Oh, Ryuka, right? Saying, yep. I'm in the class 1B actually. Saying, oh yeah. And you're also Sona's, saying, sheesh. Oh, right. Saying, I'm told by Madam President to bring you to the student council room. She has a favor to ask you. Saying, a favor? For me? Okay. With that, soon, as they soon arrive at the student council room, with then Sona saying, not Calum-san, saying, Miss Sona, is there a reason why you asked for me? Saying, remember what you told us. You want to earn your place here at Kuoh, to not make us feel like we can't trust you. Saying, exactly. That's what I said. So, saying, I have a task for you. There's a stray devil that's called for elimination here at Kuoh. Saying, oh, I see. So you want me to take care of it? Saying, yes, actually. Originally, me and my peerage would have taken care of it. However, many of us are basically backed on contracts. And I still have to recruit a new member of my peerage too, as well. And I don't want to drag him into that of a, stray devil situation just yet, without showing him the ropes. With then, Dr. saying, I get it. So you want me to take care of the stray devil while you take care of your devil issues alongside getting a new member. I got it. I think I can handle this. So what I'll be paid for? With soon, Sona saying, I thought so. If you would like, I could pay you at least that of 500,000 yen if you like. Saying, that could actually hold me over to gain groceries and some new clothes too. Sure, why not? It's kind of normal actually. So, saying, do not worry. Where do I find? It's supposed to show up tonight around the warehouse district of Kuoh. Hopefully that it hasn't eaten any humans just yet, and that you'll be able to be there to save any that gets in the way. Do you have any way to mind wipe them? We do like to keep the supernatural secret from normal people. Saying, I do not, but I do know somebody who can mind wipe them. With hearing this, Sona saying, I see. That's good to hear. Well then, make sure you're there by tonight, okay? Saying, yes ma'am, understood. If that's all you want, saying, yes. And Noctis-kun, saying, yes ma'am. Please be safe. Saying, stuff like this I do on a daily basis. I'll be able to handle myself. With that, soon, Noctis begins to leave the student council room. With then, Momo prepares some tea, saying, "You're quite worried for him, Madam President." Saying, "Of course I am. He may be human and he may have magic, but he still seems like that of a boy. So I can't help but worry." But then Tomoe saying, "Don't worry, Lady President. I mean, think about it. He was able to take out a fallen angel, not even being a devil, a reincarnated devil, or even an angel, or even have the power of God. He was effortlessly able to beat it." With then Riai come up and say, "Is it possible that he has a sacred gear, just like Issei-kun?" But then Tsubaki, speaking up, saying, "Impossible. We were able to sense that, well, 2 people here at Kuoh have that of sacred gears and aren't already parts of Lady President and Lady Gremory's peerage. So that means he's just a pure mage with magic powers. But he seems able to handle himself quite effortlessly. Possibly he was trained by Azazel himself. And if that's the case, then he knows everything on how to deal with the supernatural, given on who Azazel is after all." With that, Sona saying, "Maybe so, but still, we have to keep an eye on him and hope that he doesn't get hurt. I'll make sure I'll send one of my familiars to keep an eye on him. I'll make sure that if he does get in trouble, that one of us, possibly even myself, teleports there to make sure that he doesn't get hurt." With Tsubaki saying, "Do you plan on reincarnating him?" Saying, "No. He made his choice. If he doesn't want to be reincarnated, he doesn't want to be reincarnated." But then Ryuko saying, "But what if he dies?" Saying, with soon Sona clenching her fist, saying, "If he dies, he dies. He made his choice that he doesn't want to join either. He doesn't want to join our peerages. Simple as that." With then all the ladies looking at each other, but then feeling somewhat worried for their king. With then Tsubaki looking at her childhood friend as well, but saying, "Sona, is this really what you want?" With soon as Sona's hands begin to shake. With Noctis, he's heading back home, saying, "Hey, Mid-Elf, are you here? Damn it, girl." With Sue, she's saying, I'm in my room." Saying, "Good. I need to talk to you." With she's saying, "What is it?" With as he was about to reach for the door handle, he's soon saying, "Nope, not gonna happen." With saying, "I won't open this door unless you tell me that you're okay in there." Saying, "Why?" Saying, "Just tell me, is it okay for me to enter your room?" With Stu saying, "Yes, you can enter." Saying, "Okay." As he soon enters her room, he soon notices that, well, she's in her bra and panties, and her spiky pigtails are basically down. With then Noctis getting a good look before closing the damn door and saying, "I thought you said that you were decent." Saying, "You said that if it's okay for you to open the door, and I told you it was okay. Like hell it was. Seriously, what the hell, girl?" With then Mittelt basically getting annoyed, saying, "I was okay for you opening the door because I know you're not a pervert. You wouldn't ogle at me because of that." God, is he a shy kid by any chance? For around girls? Ugh. No, that's far from the case. He's definitely not shy around women. With saying, "Fine, I'll get something on and then you can come in here and talk. Or better yet, why don't you just tell me outside the door? I'd rather do it face to face instead of, saying, okay, fine." where soon she grabs one of her clothes as it just being that of a long sweater. With then she's saying you can open with soon Noctis opens the door with his eyes closed before slowly opening one of his eyes, saying, "Oh, thank God." Well, saying, "So what is it?" There, with Noctis explaining the situation, but soon saying, "A stray devil, and you're getting paid for it." Yep. Saying, "Okay, I can work with that." With saying, "All right, fine. So tonight, possibly around that's 6 o'clock to 7, we'll head out, try and find the stray devil and take it out. Easy peasy." Saying, "You do know that some stray devils are pretty strong. Just like fallen angels, they're also ranked, depending on how strong they were originally." With then, not just saying, kind of figured that. Like I said, I got an entire book on the supernatural thanks to Azazel, so I'm already aware of the ranking system. With then saying, "So, what are you gonna do?" Then not just saying, "What I've always done: take out monsters, save the day, and get paid for it. Simple as that. It's just like it's just like a guild job." With then not Mittelt's eyes widening, saying, "Wait, you worked for a guild? What guild did you work?" With soon not saying, "It's nothing special at all. Any rate, just get ready for tonight. I'm going to switch on my school uniform and get on some actual clothes on for tonight as well." With that, Noctis closed the door. Within, Mittelt could help but say, "He is too innocent for his own good." But then she began to smirk, saying, "Guess we're gonna have a little bit of fun with him. Just a little bit." Where then she's getting off of her long sweater as well, and then as she soon switched to that of her Gothic Alita outfit and putting her hair back into her original hairstyle. As for Noctis, he switches out of his school uniform and then puts on his original outfit as before. His short sleeve black jacket, black tank top, black jeans that go to his knees, and also his black boots. But then Noctis saying, "So let's do this. What I'm gonna be facing again. This will be a good way to finally test what I'm capable of outside of the fallen angels." With then as he brings out his engine blade, but then thinking, hopefully I'm not too rusty taking on monsters. With that, it's starting to set. The sun is starting to set. With then Noctis having out of a big smile on his face. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. And originally, I was going to have the battle between Noctis and Mittelt facing against the stray devil at the docks in this chapter, but I realized I made the script way too long, so it's cut and it's going to be in the next chapter instead. Sorry, guys, but not entirely sorry as well. But even so, hope you guys enjoyed on how Asia joins, Rias's peerage. Unlike how the original, where Asia joins due to her dying, I want her to join of her own free will, mostly due to her feeling that of true compassion and kindness from Issei, because even though he just met her, Issei, as much as I hate to admit it, Issei does have too much of a caring and too kind-hearted for his own good. So yeah, even though he's a huge ass pervert, he can be a decent person from time to time. So yeah. Also, if you guys like this video, Please hit that like button. Also subscribe and hit that bell notification to keep up to date on my videos when I upload on this channel. Also check out my Discord, my gaming channel, my main channel, and my Patreon. All link in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Mookie signing out. Later guys, and take care.